If you give me any opportunity to not do what we're supposed to do, I'm gonna do that.
Whoa! A lot of new things. Oh my gosh, Shannon! Are you playing?
No, I'm eating.
It's unfortunate. I only have fun when it's difficult for you.
Ah, fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so for their turn, they're going to scuttle up across the ceiling. No, I'm just kidding. 5, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one's going to go over here, and it's going to... Well, no, it's going to stand back. But Lot, the bear, totally goes after Lot.
20.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Which one were you aiming at? Just the front? The one in the
Yeah,
front?
the front one. 5 damage.
Shae's running down the tunnel. He hears them scuttling behind him and making these weird little chittering sounds. And you just see the faces of your friends before Lot kind of steps forward, grabs an arrow from behind her, and shoots it straight into the shoulder of the nearest Noth.
Oh, thank God you're here. And then I'm gonna... You said I could shimmy by Paimon. Can I swap spaces with Paimon, or am I...
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of unofficial, so yeah, we'll say you pull behind him.
Get behind me!
Do a shove attack.
I'm doing that, I'm gonna grab some pebbles. I'm gonna cast Magic Stone. Ping!
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that hits. So yeah, you hit him in the eyeball, its giant lid closes, and it kind of shakes his head a little bit, and then...
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Alright, we're a bit locked in here.
Paimon, what do you want to do?
Paimon. So I have a shiny, bright sword. And I step forward. I attack. This is for Makaria! So it's 18. Okay. 18 total.
18 hits. 7 damage to the guy in front. So you basically walk forward, your blazing sword. It's lighting up the entire cavern, and you stab it straight in the gut. And it hisses and falls forward, but it's still standing and kind of starts slashing at you.
Oh, we already found Lightbringer. We're good. We're done. Alright.
George, Sears, you're up.
So I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the one directly in front. And that's just Dex 13 save. Ooh.
Oh, it sees it coming and manages to kind of duck out of the way.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna say a quick prayer to Ilmater, and I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon right in between them.
Ooh, and a beautiful, blindingly bright spirit of Ilmater appears in between the two spiked creatures.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to hit that same one that I missed.
Okay.
19?
That hits, yeah.
So he appears there out of thin air, and in radiant light, he punches that thing in the back of the head.
Punches it, stumbles forward, and then turns around confused, but then turns back to Paimon. These are very sturdy. I'm going to need Shae to make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
Yeah, you know what? You suck. You save. You feel this chill creep up at the back of your head, and you kind of just shake it off.
Ooh.
You're a
That chills me
little scared for a second. This guy is going to attack Paimon. He gets 2 attacks.
Okay. Miss.
Okay, so he comes up, he slashes at you, and he just hits armor. Just no chance at all. This one's gonna move back a little bit because he sees that everyone's all shoved in there and it's not helpful. Because there's more of you guys. Lot / Sam.
15. Going
Just hits.
Pink, damn it. Right in the eye. I'm aiming for the eye.
It hits his ear.
Oh,
It hurts a lot, but
Is there like blood coming out or something? Is it?
it looks more black than red. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell what the light's shining right in front of it. It kind of looks like dried blood.
I'm gonna shoot. This one's pew 11. Right in front, right in the eyeball again.
It puts its hand up and it hits the stone out of the way.
Oh.
Oh no. These look a little bit strong. Oh yeah, we can take 2 of them.
Paimon. Yeah. At this point, there's weird blackish blood on you, and you see a weirdly large pair of hairy balls coming out of the spirit of Ilmater.
What the fuck?
It's a little distracting. for
Don't
a
make it
second.
canon.
It's on the floor.
God damn it. He's gonna slash at it again.
Woo. Woo. You cleave one of its arms off.
Oh. Gah!
And it starts trying to scramble back with one arm against the stone, and then presses up against Ilmater and stops as it kind of burns its flesh and goes.
Sacred Flame, and then bonus action punch with Ilmater.
Okay.
Well, first I'll do Sacred Flame. That should be Dex 13.
It does not save.
1d, 5 radiant.
Oh.
Radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
You watch it kind of combust spontaneously, and the fire goes out about as fast as it came, and it is swaying. It's about to fall, but it's still standing.
Ilmater is just gonna extend his fingers and then just open slap him right across the jaw.
Open slap.
And
I was thinking all slaps were open slaps.
Right?
closed slap. Closed fist slap. 21.
Woo.
Yes.
Yeah.
That hits.
8 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh.
Nice.
Just serious slap, and I just want his remains to hit the wall.
Right in the ear that it
Just corkscrew.
got hit.
You slap it across the face, and its body gets thrown into the wall, and it just collapses on the ground where it hit. It is very dead.
Okay, I want to go as close as I can.
Okay.
Oh wait, but I already moved 5 feet. How do I move the character?
It's okay, I got you. Do you want to move your spiritual weapon as well?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll put that right in front of me.
Okay.
Well, that's a spiritual weapon. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
This whole time I
Yes.
thought it was Ancestral Guardian.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
like,
no.
wow, that's pretty good for. me.
It's spiritual weapon flavored into the shape of his
I love
body.
it. I love it.
It's gonna go the roundabout way, avoiding the weapon. 30, stop there, and he's gonna try and attack George.
That hits.
Does the second one hit?
No.
You take 4 whole points of damage.
Cool. The inspiring leader is still keeping me full.
I hate you guys.
Believe in me.
That's turn.
Thanks, bully bro.
That was last turn?
Bayo.
Okay, so she's gonna cast Ensnaring Strike. And then she can do like a little sliding Legolas shot. Phew! 24!
That hits.
+6.
Hell yeah! That's the damage. Nice! She's gonna
What?
one-shot it. So that's the damage from just the arrow, and then she gonna strength
What's
saving
the
throw
DC?
12.
Oh, come on.
Hell yeah! Alright,
Tries
so
to
he's now
struggle.
restrained by the magical vines. While restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the end of each of its turns. Okay, so at the end of his turn, he'll take 1d6, and he can't move. She's
Damn.
gonna go, yeah! I'm controlling her. That's what she said, alright? I know you're listening.
Yeah. Okay, bears have, what do we have? 40 feet of speed. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Whoa! He's inspired by Lot moving up. So he's gonna try and take a little swipe. That definitely hits.
There.
He watches Lot run away. He's kind of like scared at first because he's being left alone at the back of the cavern with all this scary stuff happening. But then he watches her take a shot and go, yeah! And he's like, oh, I gotta go help. And he like runs forward and swipes away and it actually does a lot of damage. Like a little bit terrified, but he's gonna stand strong. Shae, it's your turn.
I'm gonna run under this guy.
You
I'm
can
gonna
run
cast
under.
Shillelagh.
I don't know if there's enough room under him.
You'll be like, you'll see, your vision will be a little bit obscured by glowing balls, but
You know what? That's the
God
life I
damn it.
chose. That's the life I chose. I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my way over, grab my club, and slap.
Sorry, team.
26 natural 20.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah. Let's just do this one. 14. Bonk.
he is, that hit him in the eye. His head goes against the rock and it bounces off the rock, so it gets hit like twice.
Oh.
And he turns its eye on you and it's
Oh, no.
open really wide. It's the one with the green eye. It's just staring you down. Just
Oh,
not
no.
blinking.
Wait, it's not that. Yes.
Not that.
See.
You seem to have pissed it off though.
Oh, fuck.
Paimon.
Yes.
Don't move my character.
I move here.
Can you guys not control your characters anymore?
Not right now.
The hell?
If you click journal and then click your name and drag it onto the field, there can be a billion Shaes.
Oh.
I have the power now.
Here we go.
Oh no. Oh, see, I can't. Sorry.
Oh, there we go.
We now win the fight.
Shadow clone jutsu.
Yeah.
I didn't expect all these Naruto.
It actually might come in handy.
So I swing at him. Huh! Alright, that hit.
Nice.
And then as it hits, I put more energy into the sword and I use Divine Smite. Boom!
How do you want to do this?
Oh, I switched my grip on my sword and from the bottom up, straight through the chin, up to his eyeballs, out of his head at the top.
It kind of claws at you weakly.
Pull it back out.
It falls to the ground.
Okay.
Your sword is covered in black goo,
It's also shining bright as hell.
and there's like spots of light.
The deed is done. Shae,
So,
did you see anything? Find out anybody else
Well,
that's around?
there's plenty to see in here. I'm wondering what these are. I don't never seen these before. And I'm gonna go up and take a closer look at the you're saying dried blood that came out of it.
Yeah.
Gross.
Roll an investigation check. Okay,
I want to try
there's
to
no
loot
bats
the
here.
corpses.
This one.
Um,
Fuck. Natural one.
it's really sticky, and you go in to like touch it and like inspect it. You get it on your hand, and you're so distracted by how gross it feels that you just don't actually end up finding anything interesting about it, other than that's like gets everywhere.
Oh.
It's a little bit like tacky, so your hand kind of gets stuck.
Oh. I'm gonna wipe it against the rock. I'm gonna go. I don't like blood. It's not. Oh, this is gross. Get it off of me.
Did you see anybody else here?
There is a rat that was following me around.
A rat?
Beyond that, nothing. I think there's more I'd like to show you, or some I'd like to show you, and more I'd like to explore if you're willing to explore. I was wondering, where did we get the book from? There was a book that was translated.
The book. I believe that
Isn't there
was
a book
Lot
that we
that
gave to
found
Gwilleth?
that.
Lot will pipe up and say, also, Josh, I'll get to Luke in a second. Lot will pipe up and say that she basically found a room with, it was like a bedroom, there was a desk. At the desk, the kind of journal thing was laying there. And it was like right beside the like alchemy lab.
Oh yeah, that was the room I think I was in. Wasn't expecting these things to be here. Not gonna lie. But why is it that right next to town there's these beasts? That doesn't seem right. No town that I've ever been in has had whatever these things are living in it.
I'm not sure either.
Are the townsfolk aware?
George?
Would I know? I don't think I'm familiar.
No.
I don't think I would have ever even been here.
Roll a perception check for me, though.
15.
You check the bodies of the Nothics. You don't see anything on them. They don't seem to wear any clothing, so they don't really have anything to store items in. Their body itself is kind of interesting. You think you could maybe grab some parts there, but it seems like if they own anything, it's not on them.
Shae, would you like to lead us around to any room you found interesting?
I'd like to, but do we think if there's more of them, are we willing to fight more? Are we strong enough?
Did you find any more?
Both of those were the only ones that I found, but I can't guarantee that those are the only ones here.
Add a blue Nothic eyeball to your inventory, George.
That'll come in handy, George, when we're trying to inform the town if we are doing that. Not sure if that's the right. But here, come here real quick though. I want to check something, and I'm gonna move west.
Yep,
I follow.
And I'm gonna walk through this door.
The elevator should be gone by now.
And in my notes, I have written down bed chambers, red cloth, chest.
All caps.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a chest on the far right side.
I'm trying to.
Okay. Do you have like lock picking tools or
Thieves' tools?
thieves tools?
No. Is it locked?
It's locked.
I don't.
Is it like a padlock?
It's a padlock. It doesn't look like it's too complex. It's just like you could probably break it, but you don't know whether there's anything like fragile inside. It's just a basic like wooden box with a lock on it.
Could be a mimic. Does anybody have a way to open this?
I have a thing for this. Let me give it a try.
Oh.
And
By all means.
I'm gonna just try to hit just the lock with my new magic Base of Smiting. 22.
Okay, so you hit. You take the lock off and a little bit of the front, but you don't smash the whole thing.
Try again.
No, I mean like it's open.
What's in it?
Well, that's one way to do it.
I'm gonna
Wait.
let
What was
Lot
that?
do the honors.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Lot reaches out, slowly lifts the lid. You all hold your breath for a second.
Mimic.
And inside is all sorts of what looks like some personal belongings. You see
Ew.
a little coin purse. You see a couple notes, like scattered parchment. Looks like saved letters. You see a pair of nice boots. In total, there's around 32 gold pieces and 7 silver.
What's up your gold?
What
Okay.
do those letters say over there?
You pick one of them up. It seems like it's a letter from like a woman in another city. Looks like her name is Martha. She's basically saying, I miss you. When am I going to see you again? I long to hold your hand. It's very romantic.
I wonder if she knew her man was a filthy bandit.
No.
How do you know that the guy who lived here was a bandit?
This is
The
a
whole-
red brand hideout.
This whole
What if he was
place?
kidnapped?
Yeah, would I know if this manor had like a previous owner or anything?
As far as you could tell, it had never had anyone living in it.
Yeah,
But
long
it turns
abandoned for
out there
years.
had been, yeah. So the Red Brands had kind of secretly been in here.
That wasn't the information I was looking for. I was hoping there would be more explanation of what we just fought.
I did
But,
too. Is there any other room that you've explored?
Oh,
that we should check?
there was plenty. There were some symbols over here. Why don't follow me? There were some symbols I'd like you to look at, and I'm gonna lead them back this way.
Oh my god, you said you saw a rat?
Yeah, yes, there was a rat.
I remember seeing that same rat when I was here.
Did he fight you too? Did he
No,
fight
I
you
just
at
ran
all?
away.
Me too. He almost
Yeah,
killed me.
What's the point?
Where is this rat? I shall
Let's
smite
call
it.
it out. Can I
I'm
use
making my way
talk with
downtown,
the animal?
going under the fucking things here.
Like how we're going slowly.
Oh, hey there! Watch out! Before I
Yes, there's a trap here.
yes, you might want to be careful. I'm gonna try to slowly make my way
Lot
over
I
this.
just
can't see
like
this.
quickly
On the wall.
goes
Oh
across.
no!
Yeah.
Dead.
No,
I,
she carefully she goes along the edge. She's
This is where they died.
And
dexterous.
I'll
like,
oh shit!
"Wah."
I'll open the double doors with the copper plating and come into the room and say there are different symbols on each of these.
Sorry we didn't tell you earlier, Shae. There were undead in here and we took care of them already.
You've already been here.
Oh yeah.
Well, do you know much about the symbols?
I take a closer look.
Make an intelligence check.
Perfect.
Okay. You
That's one.
fought 3 skeletons. There's 3 sarcophagi, and on each of the sarcophagi, it looks like there's some kind of a person that is etched into it. Seems like maybe it's the family that originally lived here. This is kind of like the family crypt, and the things that are etched on top of the crypt for each sarcophagus is some sort of representation of the person that was buried in it.
Do I know how long ago? This happened?
You would have known that they were completely rotted, like they were just pure skeleton by
Yeah.
the time you fought them, which means that they were not new bodies by any means. So at least a couple decades, knowing that they, knowing that the area hadn't been inhabited for a very long time, implies that probably it was much more than that. You'll also remember that when you looted the sarcophagi the first time, you found little signet rings inside of each of the tombs. and they all bear the same kind of family crest.
Hmm. Yeah, these symbols, they are representative of those guys over there. And I point at the skeletons.
Why are they out
They've
of the?
died a long time ago, and they were reanimated somehow, probably by the filthy red brands.
Well, the red brands are tampering with the undead necromancy. Is that
Unforgivable.
what we think?
Yes.
I wonder if that could have anything to do with the wave echo cave. The wave echo cave that they're looking into.
They have fiendish or demonic pets, and they bring the dead back to life. It's a grave sin. They deserve to be punished.
Yeah, you have boogers.
That's not a life.
What?
That's not a.
What'd you say to me? And I wipe the snot off. That's from the monster.
When you walk up to Lot, Snot like kind of goes in between you and Lot, just like trying to be scary. It goes up to like below your knee.
Don't worry, young bear. I shall lead you in the right path.
What are you talking about? I'm gonna lead him to the.
And I raise my fist to fist bump the bear.
All right. Before we start killing ourselves off, is it worth exploring the rest of the cave? We've already been here. Yeah.
Is there any other room that you've been to that you can show us? I didn't really get a chance to look around.
Roll perception check, Georgie.
8.
You find a wall. It looks like stone. You're like, damn, probably gonna have to go around.
I'm gonna hit it with my mace of smiting.
Oh my fucking god. Roll damage.
What is it, George?
Wall.
Hang on, I gotta prove something. 8 to hit. It's a wall.
Roll damage.
I would have taken it as a sign. 4.
You smack the wall and your mace just bounces off of it. Just maybe like a little dent.
Okay. Point taken.
All right. I'm gonna walk out and realize that everyone left.
It's okay, Lot's still here.
I'm gonna ask Lot if she saw the other door way on the other side, and when she says, "I don't know what you're talking about," I'm gonna walk all the way over.
She's gonna go the other way.
Damn it! Alright, I'm exploring on my own.
Do we
I
find
need
anything?
100% completion, alright?
That's great. I love
I
this.
start going through all this stuff over here. Is this table right here?
Alchemy stuff. There's just
Yeah.
a bunch of bottles. It looks like some apparatuses that you do not recognize, but that looks scientific. There's a bunch of books on the wall. If you grab one and kind of start leafing through, it's are you proficient in Arcana by any chance?
No.
Arcana. George?
Nope.
Are you also looking around?
Oh yeah. Well, I wanted to just search the table, see if there's anything interesting.
Let's see. You see some alembics, some retorts, some distillation coils. It looks like they're all off. There's some strange looking books on the wall as well. With your passive perception, you see a tiny little rat in the corner.
Oh no.
La-di-da-di-da.
Don't you dare kill it.
Oh no.
What do you see? What do you see, George?
This rat was something.
Huh?
You can like follow his like where he's looking, and you see the rat too now. And it
What?
it looks really scared. It's gonna
Divine smite!
roll initiative.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm not.
I kick it.
Okay, roll initiative. Roll initiative. I want to see if it gets away.
Initiative?
Okay. I am not fighting a rat.
You're not
There.
fighting a rat.
No. This was a joke. This was a throwaway joke.
The rat goes first. He's gonna run. You get an attack of opportunity.
You know that if I were there,
The strangest thing happens. You see the rat sees you. The rat starts running away, and just before it gets out of reach, you punt it.
Oh.
Punt?
And it disappears.
What?
Oh!
What? It's familiar?
We all kept running away from it.
Ah! Where'd it go? George, you see it?
How hard did you kick the thing?
With all my might.
How hard did you get?
I hate pests. Do you see where it went? I checked under the table.
It disappeared.
That's what it. I thought my eyes were deceiving me. Is that a spell?
You hit it, right? Did you feel that you hit it?
I felt it in my toes. It seems the enemies were spying on us.
I turn into a giant rat and walk in the. No, just kidding. How dare you!
My child.
Teach you a lesson, you know.
Well then, if they were spying on us, then they might be close by. Maybe we should go look for them.
What's up, guys? Why you guys look so confused? What happened?
We are-
Slot.
There was a rat that disappeared. Not disappeared like ran away, disappeared like from existence.
That's impossible. Rats don't just disappear. She starts looking around. The bear starts looking around.
Oh,
It would if it's not a rat.
I hate pests. I start running around looking for anything.
You all search for it. It's gone. You don't see a corpse anywhere. You don't see blood even. You look at your foot.
I'll go back to George. If we don't have a lead, maybe we should just leave
Let it
this
be.
area.
Maybe someone left it as a guard.
What?
The rat.
What about the rat?
Maybe this rat was a familiar of someone?
No, I
Yeah,
was
that's
thinking
your
that too. Where the hell is Shae?
Meanwhile, Shae turns around and says, "Well, what? Have you been here? Wait,
What?
where is it?" And then I'm gonna turn around and walk into this door.
I turned over to George. Oh my god, I think I killed Shae. I think I killed Shae, George.
Well, Shae would have turned back into a...
How do you know that?
Would I know that? I might not know that.
Oh my g- Well, why did he turn into a rat again?
Hang on. Let's go back and figure out if he's there or not.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm in this room.
Lot's gonna start calling out, Shae? Shae? Did Paimon kill you?
I can't see my arrows. Yeah, while they were making their way over, I was going this way.
Shae! I used thaumaturgy to like
So you're
make
no
it
longer in this
extremely
room
loud.
by the time they
No,
get
yeah.
back.
Shae!
Yeah, that whole time they were talking, I was walking this way. And...
Okay. So you're outside at this point.
Oh, that's the. Oh, okay.
There's another. I'm
I'm yelling pretty loud.
You killed Shae! I
Say-
liked him a lot!
Say Monty. I'm Paimon!
Oh, sorry. It gets confusing.
At that point, if that leads outside,
Shae!
So Shae comes back in.
Oh!
The door's not opening.
Hi. I guess this was not another room.
Did I kick
We're
you, Shae?
grabbing it by the handle at the same time.
Did you? You
We're
asked the
trying to
weirdest
push.
questions.
Did you turn back into a rat?
No, I can't do that another time today. I have to rest.
Oh. Okay.
Why?
Before we do this, hang on. When you guys were up over here, did you stay in that room?
I think they were
Did you
looking for it.
ever go into here?
I went in there.
I did.
I took a step in there and then went back once Teen said that he was fighting the rat.
Okay. So you didn't. So you didn't really go in. Paimon, did you ever go in? 1 second.
That's such a busted skill. He's got natural 20.
I know.
And he oh, never mind. No.
You see a tiny little rat in the corner.
Oh no.
I would say no.
Okay.
I did
Wait,
not.
didn't you have to
I
walk
just
through
wanted to
there?
double check that.
I did go in, but it's the same reasoning as what George just said.
Okay.
Okay. So then
Forget I
that
said
doesn't work.
anything.
So
Well, now that we found out that we didn't kill Shae on accident,
Why do you think you killed? Where's that coming from?
we'll fill you in later. Let's go back to that room that we didn't check.
instant transmission.
No,
room we
that is
didn't check?
not how this works. You guys fucked it up.
No.
Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll say you guys were trying to do. You're trying to be thorough.
Full sweep. Full sweep.
You did okay. So you would have noticed there was a door there. You would have gone it. George, when you peered your head in, you saw a note on the desk.
Grabbing the note, reading the note, licking the note.
Oh, I go over here and I show Shae. There was a rat right here, and I kicked it and it disappeared.
Wait, why did you kick the rat?
Because they're pests.
What did the rat ever do to you?
They bring plagues and kill millions.
No, the plague brings the plague. The rat's just a living creature.
How would a plague bring itself?
The plague is separate from the rat.
The rat brings the plague.
Do you think the rat wants the plague?
Yes.
No,
Why they spread them?
the rat. Have you ever talked to the rats to get that information?
No, rats don't talk.
Well, you're not listening, are you?
That's just weird, Shae. That's just weird.
No more kicking rats, okay?
I will
Unless they're
kick
trying to
every
kill you.
rat, every mouse, every pest I ever see.
You will not. Not while I'm watching.
Not while I'm watching you.
And I take out my club and my 3'6" stature. I shake
Okay.
the club at his head.
All
Looking
right,
straight
and then
at him.
I take out my sword and use thaumaturgy to make my eyes turn red.
Oh, here we go. We
I
have a
don't
big
care
dick
about your
competition.
red
Let's do
eye.
this. Let's do this. I class fireball. No, I'm just kidding.
Guys, I found a letter in here.
All die.
Well, listen to me, Shae. Regardless of what I've done, the rat disappeared from
We'll talk about-
existence.
We'll talk about you later. It disappeared from me. Alright, that's not something rats do.
I know.
I don't
That's
think it was
weird.
a rat.
Do you know anything that can do that?
Mrs.
Reminds you of
George,
anything?
do you want to roll an intelligence check?
21.
Okay.
Nice.
You are familiar with familiars. There are a variety of things that could cause it to disappear. It could have been an illusion. Considering it was just one hit, you're not convinced that Paimon might have really noticed whether he actually felt weight. It could have been a familiar. It could have been, pretty much those. It's either an illusion or a familiar. The two things that kind of come to mind.
All right, I'm gonna relay that to them and add, if there's one thing that's certain though, it wasn't a rat.
It wasn't a rat, Shae.
Well, that works out, but you didn't know that when you kicked it, did you?
I did not,
We'll talk
and
about
I
this
would have done
later.
it again any day of the week.
Guys, ignore the rat for now. I found a letter in this room
Did you read it?
to Yarno.
What the?
Who's Yarno?
Glassstaff, the leader of the
Glassstaff.
Red Brands.
So first, it's addressed to a Lord Albric,
Lord Albric.
which may be the full identity of Yarno. Yarno Albric, maybe. The author of the letter mentions spies in Neverwinter that are due to arrive in Phandelver. Maybe that could be related. Maybe it could have already happened. Lord
What's it
Albric,
say?
my spies in Neverwinter tell me that strangers are due to arrive in Phandelver. They could be working for the dwarves. Capture them if you can. Kill them if you must. but don't allow them to upset the plans. See that any dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Yarno. Don't disappoint me. And the
Maps.
signature is a black spider.
Ooh,
Well, I could guess who that is.
they're after the dwarves?
The dwarven maps. I'd assume that the dwarven maps have a lot to do with the caves. Or are of the caves.
Makes sense. Maybe the dwarves do know the location of the Wave Echo Cave, and the red brands are after that. The red
Either
brands, the black spider.
so either the dwarves are hiding it, or they don't know that they have it.
Well, it could be just any maps that they have of the mines.
I bet Gwilleth is to blame. He was lying to us yesterday.
He very well could have. I didn't trust that guy.
I didn't either, unless we agree on one thing.
Yes.
Wait, where in the letter did you see Yarno?
It said it towards the bottom. I'm counting on you, Yarno. Don't disappoint me.
It's addressed to Lord Albrecht, and then it says Yarno at the bottom.
It's around nighttime. You guys probably have to call it in soon.
I'd assume that Yarno is Lord Albrecht, if that makes sense. I've never heard of either of them.
Albrecht. Oh.
Right? If it says I'm counting on you, Yarno, but it's addressed to Lord Albrecht. Right?
Either Albrecht is his last name, or he's got a third alias.
Albrecht. It should be registered in the or on any kind of document at a Townmaster's place. Maybe we should find more information
Well,
there.
hold on. The last we heard of Glassstaff, if that's what you say, these three names are the same. Last they heard of Glassstaff, he was gone. He was
on the
hiding,
run.
running away from the black spider. Right? That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, Paimon was not here for that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When we were in the Cragmaw cave, there
Uh-huh.
was Harlan, the red band leader that we were talking to. He told us that Glassstaff was running away and the black spider wants him dead, so that might have been after whatever this letter was for.
Ringing some bells.
He might have I don't know, say found the dwarven maps to I don't know, say the Wave Echo Cave and then ran away with it or of some sort. I don't know.
Either that or he
Just a
failed
theory.
to do so, and now the black spider wants to kill him for failing.
That's also possible. But he disappeared. That's the thing. I'm thinking we've heard of two things that have disappeared. One is the myth of the cave has disappeared. Now he's disappeared. Oh, and Nesnar, Rockseeker, has also disappeared. So many people are disappearing. I don't like
Daren
that.
is also gone.
Who's Daren?
The orchard owner.
The orchard owner's gone.
Yes. So is the family that we found here, actually. They were locked away.
Too many people are.
Who was the family, by the way? Were they human or were they dwarven? Or
They were
They were human.
Their names
Myrna?
are Myrna, yes.
Myrna and her two children.
Her husband got killed
Her husband was killed, and then she was taken.
in the cell here. That's where we found them. And we left them in the care of Daren.
The two children are Nars and Nilsa.
So all of them are missing. And last time we left Sora with them, so Sora must have gone with them as well.
Sora?
Yes, he's another person that Gungeon hired. He was sleeping a lot, so we left him with Daren. It's getting late.
Hell, well, that's a lot of information, but we'll head back.
When you step outside, it is pitch black. It's past dark. You guys were in there for quite a while. You actually didn't really notice all the time passing by.
Agreed.
I suggest we go to the orchard, just in case Daren comes back.
You guys head to the orchard, and as you pass the Stonehill Inn, you guys are kind of walking. You're at the shrine. George takes a second to go and check on the shrine, and a familiar face steps out of Stonehill Inn. It's a familiar barbarian man
Huh?
with dark brown hair,
Huh?
shirtless because he's a barbarian. It looks like it's Sora. What?
Whoa!
Sora?
Finally woke up from your nap.
Sora!
Who is it?
Little slumber.
Hey, what's up?
How you been?
Where have you been?
I went to go visit some family. I had some matters to attend to. After those two died, I kind of felt like I needed to see my family. So I'm sorry for not saying anything and just leaving. I kind of just waited here because I kind of assumed you guys would come back. I don't know. I've been here for like a week now.
Did you know
Glad to
Rise that well? Seems like you have a lot of sympathy for him.
Well, no, it's just some things that I'd rather not talk about right now. But let's just say that moment made me really appreciate the people that I have that are close to me. So I decided to go back home.
Do you know what happened to Daren?
Like I said, I went home and talking to my family, came back, and I've been working here for like a week just as a handyman.
Well, I'm glad to see you anyways. I'm glad that you got a chance to see your family. And I look down.
Hi there.
Who's this guy?
I'm it's a 3'6" gnome that has like gray skin and stuff.
And who's the blondie in the back?
Oh. We've met once before, but didn't really exchange any words. My name is George.
Where'd you come from, George?
Oh, from Waterdeep.
We found him over there, and I point at the shrine.
What about this little guy? Where'd you guys find this guy? Shae, was it?
Yeah, that's yeah, they kind of helped me. I'm not supposed to be here. You mentioned leaving your family and not saying goodbye. That kind of strikes a chord for me.
I scoot over to Sora and I whisper to him. He came at the most peculiar time. I don't particularly trust him.
Yep. Okay. Well, I whisper back to Paimon. You don't particularly trust me, but here we are.
I've been with you for weeks before this. We were hired to do the same job.
Sora laughs.
They're not whispering anymore.
Okay,
Well,
okay. Let me compose myself.
I don't want to cause any harm, but I'm here to help, whether or not you believe
No,
me.
you're a fine little one. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
Little, he's actually like 500 years old.
500. I'm a 143. I lose count, but
46.
46, 146. I lost count in real life.
That's astonishing.
I've
Okay.
been around for a while, but
We are actually on our way to Daren's place. We're gonna rest there, see if anything comes up. Would you like to join us?
Sure. Let me just say bye to. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Let's just leave.
I
this
take a
guy's
look
giant.
inside. Who's inside the inn with him, or just in general?
There's a group of
It's just some workers.
like other. So the two guys that you saw that were loading the boxes from the Lion Shield Coster the other day, they're in there with beers, and there's two unfamiliar faces as well. They're both human.
All right, shall we continue then?
So you guys head to the orchard. It's still empty. The door's still broken. You know it's still on
Both
the table.
doors.
No, you guys retcon that. I thought it was just the one.
Yeah, but Dean broke the other one when he when he
last
You went to go
session.
get
Darren.
Last
session.
night?
No. Yeah. Last
Oh,
session,
Yeah,
which is yesterday,
fucking Christ.
I kicked in the
Okay.
back door because I didn't know Darren was gone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like right after the prayer, I kicked in the back door after.
I didn't even catch it. You guys just fucking no respect. God damn. Okay.
Nobody was there. I was.
I'm gonna leave another 5 silver just to pay for the door in case Darren comes back.
Okay. You guys settle into bed. Is anyone taking some of the bedrooms upstairs? I mean, at this point, you guys basically live here, so
Well, I'm chilling
Anyone sleeping in
downstairs
Darren's bed?
on the couch.
you'll have something to sit on. It's not super comfy, but you guys were able to put together those cots before out of like just extra sheets and stuff. Does anyone sleep in Darren's bed though?
Nah, I got a bedroll. I'll just sleep in the ground.
Yeah, I'll take the cot.
Lot can have the master bedroom
The giant fucking bed.
with her bear.
Snot is really tempted. You look at Snot and he's kind of like looking up at the bed and he looks at you. Okay, the next morning you guys wake up to the sound of birds.
I
You
wake
take
up
a long
first.
Rest. You can heal up. You wake up first.
I wake everybody else up. Rise and shine! We have
Yeah.
stuff to do.
We before daybreak, we gotta find Gwilleth.
Hoo ha! I gather everybody into like a group. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Okay.
I'm up, I'm up, I'm up, up, up,
The most
up, up.
obnoxious morning person.
Is everybody up?
Nope.
Everybody's up.
Everybody's
All right. Now let's do some jumping jacks.
Jumping jack.
Hoo ha! Hoo ha! Hoo ha!
Calm down, Johnny Bravo.
This is before sunrise, for the record.
Yes.
It's like 4 a.m. He's
6
waking
a.m.
up. as that happens, so.
What the shit?
What do you guys want to do today? Grasp life at the balls.
I don't have.
Anyways, I just go on with a motivational speech and everybody's inspired.
Oh,
I'm
I see what you
inspired.
did there. Okay, you guys are all awake and you're all motivated.
Wait.
You got 7 extra hit points.
Extra.
While I'm sleeping too, I'm actually gonna attune to that the ring I had. I never attuned to it, but I'm gonna attune to it.
Okay, you
All right.
attune to it. It is a +1 to your AC, so ring of protection. You guys awaken. You do some jumping jacks. You feel
Hoo ha!
rejuvenated.
Hup, hup.
Morning exercise is healthy for
Forced
you.
to do this.
And I go over to Shae and say, so the plan is to talk to the dwarves?
Gwilleth in particular, and he was gonna show us the translations he had from the book that you all originally found.
Mean us where?
I think it was in the town green.
Was there a time?
He said at daybreak.
Daybreak. Let's get there before he does.
I'm gonna bring a pillow and blanket with me.
You guys head to the town green. You notice as you step out, it's really quiet. There's still dew on the grass. It's a little bit chilly. It's like the very early morning, that time when you like really just like don't want to fucking be awake. Looks like the market has cleared out. It's just the green, and you can see your breath on the air as you breathe out. You guys kind of settle in and wait around, and you see in the far south, a tiny little speck coming towards you, and he's just kind of like waddling a little bit. As he gets closer, you notice that it's Gwilleth, and he waves at you. He calls out, "Hey, morning to you."
Good morning, Gwilleth.
He comes up to you guys and says, "Morning, morning. How you doing?"
Before, first off, do you have the translations?
"Oh, of course, of course."
But before we get into those, I got a question for you. How much do you know about the manor out east?
He scratches his head a little bit. "Oh, not too much. Oh, I've heard some weird things around there. Some ghost stories.
What
Try
kind
not
of
to
ghost
spend
stories?
Too much time around there. Just
Ghost stories?
some folks are complaining about rattling in the night,
Rattling.
thinking it's some sort of upset ghost of the people that used to live there, and they're rattling their chains at dawn. And yeah, I don't know. He kind of waves it off. All I know is I don't go too close to that creepy ruin. It's not worth the trouble.
So nothing about disappearing ghosts or anything, right?
Not that I've heard. Why?
And I look at the team, like, where do we want to proceed? Kind of.
I'm
I
asleep.
have no idea.
I'm asleep in the
Oh
grass.
shit.
You guys handle this. I just got here.
We're we'll fill you in with some of the information that we found. But well, I guess if you don't know anything about the manor, we were just curious. But we can. I'd like to see the translation too. If you-
All right, got it right here, and he pulls out some kind of crumply sheets, and there's 4 pages that he hands to you. The spelling is just as bad as the previous set that he got you guys, but you can make out the gist of it. The first is a tale of Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree.
So it
Thunder.
sounds like it was an abandoned village out in the Neverwinter Wood. It originally had some woodcutters and some trappers. Recently, when this journal was written, although you can kind of tell it's old, there was an eruption in a mountain just north of Thunder Tree, and it seems to have kind of devastated the area. There was kind of a natural disaster. Some strange zombies were rumored to be there. The second page is related. It talks of a tower within Thunder Tree that used to belong to a human wizard. It says that he had information related to Lightbringer, and then
The human wizard lived at Thunder Tree?
he lived in Thunder Tree. Yep, up until the eruption from the nearby mountain. In the journal, he's kind of concerned about what might have happened to him because of the recent events.
Does it say a date?
You ask Gwilleth, and he basically says, based on the information and his understanding of what happened in the nearby area, it would have taken place around 30 years ago.
So there's a chance the wizard's not there anymore.
30 isn't much, and human years too. He could still be alive. You don't know. Possible that he's alive. It's possible that he's not.
Possible he moved.
Possible that he disappeared. And I look at my mom.
Possible he turned into a rat.
Possible that he got the plague. All right.
Possible
what
somebody
are the
kicked
other
him and he disappeared.
Possible we come to a
Lots of
conclusion.
hypotheticals. What do the other pages say?
The third one had to do with Wave Echo Cave. And basically it's just talking about just all these different mentions of like riches and wealth, and it seems like the journal had kind of taken a couple quotes from different books, and he had written like references to which books beside each of them, and he was kind of keeping tabs on all the different mentions of things that he thought were referring to Wave Echo Cave. Some of them don't mention it explicitly, they just mention a cave. But it seems like he took some clues to determine that those had referred to the same thing. They all seem to just mention that it had really rich ore, and there's one interesting reference that says that it was the main mine of Phandelver.
Ooh.
She said it.
She said it. She said it.
That's not the thing! There's Peter Griffin in the movie theater. I said it! Number 4 is it's his interaction with a young elven woman. Her name is Terenia, and he just talks about her beauty. He was enraptured by it, and how he wishes to see her again. Gwilleth points to that one, and he says, you know, this page was pretty interesting, but I actually found a couple of different mentions of this woman. It seems like they had some pretty interesting romance. I can write that up.
Do you know
for
who
you.
this journal belonged to?
Yeah.
Omar.
No,
Omar.
that's the name of the owner of the journal. Thank you.
Who the hell is Omar?
Oh
See?
yeah. Oh, I don't know who that is either.
This journal belonged to him, and he was quite knowledgeable about everything in this location.
Maybe it's an acronym. Anagram.
For
What could it be?
For what?
Ultra
Rummel.
Is it an anagram? Is that what it is? Where it's
Monster
like, Voldemort
at Road.
I think that's what it's
Rum.
called. No, not an anagram. I think it's an anagram.
An anagram is like when you
Anagram?
reverse the letter, like Voldemort becomes like Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
You guys
Who are
have
you
4
people?
pages. You take a moment to read through them.
Ulmar.
Woolmore anagram.
Maybe you're onto something, Law.
Well,
Always the smallest ones with the biggest brains.
I just read it in this book called Snary Snotter.
Okay.
Oh, like your bear.
That's where he got the name from.
You have a bear?
Yeah, it's right here.
Have you
look
been
at it.
missing that
Isn't it
giant
cute?
bear
Oh!
right behind her?
it's a
That's ours!
That's my bear Snot.
I thought it was just following us.
I thought it was a cat.
His name is Snot. He dances sometimes.
Dance.
I
This
see
is
him.
trying to get the poop out of the butt.
Does he play fetch?
Not yet. He fetches my arrows for me.
He's looking at me funny.
He wants to eat you.
Don't joke, find one.
You know the horrors we've been through without you.
You're the leader. You must protect me.
So how
See
was
you
your
later.
family? Are they doing well?
Yeah, for the most part.
Where did you come from again?
So I was raised by orcs in like a small little village in the outskirts.
Of?
Let's say Neverwinter.
Yeah,
Oh, so you're
Well-
familiar with this area.
to a degree. Yeah, but
You've heard of Thunder Tree then.
I haven't exactly been there.
So this tale of a volcano erupting is kind of
I've
a
heard
hidden
nothing of
thing in this journal. Not many locals know about it.
it. So
I
Shae,
see.
I'm not
know
old.
anything?
I'm old, but I'm not young.
Well,
Well,
we
Whoa.
should
what are we gonna do?
the Neverwinter Wood isn't too far away, is it?
all the
Thunder
leads
Tree.
point to
Oh,
Thunder
yeah,
Tree.
yeah, and there's Phandelver. Yeah.
Hey, Gwilleth, are you familiar with Thunder Tree?
Oh no, I'm not personally familiar. First I've
Oh.
heard of it was in this really interesting journal. It's great, by the way. I mean,
Yes.
if you could read Dwarven, it'd be great for you. But obviously, you have to go through me, and I.
Oh, what a shame. Yeah, I
limited time
can't.
during
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
I would if I could. But I can't.
Yeah, maybe I'll teach you sometime.
Maybe.
How translated
walking-
is the book?
He works as a miner, so maybe like 10%. It seems like, I mean, the way that he's talking about it, it sounds like he's reading it and then he's picking out the pages that he thinks are interesting, and he's giving you summaries of all the stuff that he didn't get around to like writing down, because it's much easier for him to like read it than it is for him to do a direct translation for you guys.
I whisper to Shae, I have a feeling the dwarves are hiding something from us still. Possibly about the caves. We can spend more time here to find that out, or we could just follow the lead and go to Thunder Tree. What are you
It'd be
thinking?
hard to find out. They won't fess up to it so easily.
One more time, please.
Oh, sorry. I said it would be hard.
You're mumbling. You're mumbling, Shae.
Hello?
Shae,
Okay.
one
we
more time,
good?
please.
One more
His
time.
gaze narrows and trails off.
Sorry. Something caught in my throat. I said it would be hard to find out if someone's lying. They won't fess up to it. I'm not sure if we're gonna make much progress doing that,
Good point.
unless you have a plan.
I can intimidate the hell out of them.
Well, we
Force
don't want to
them
make
to tell
enemies
us.
either. We wouldn't want to make an enemy of an ally, you know.
I'm not sure they're allies. Maybe we're just.
None of them.
I don't trust any of the dwarves. Dwarves are very selfish creatures.
Are you saying this out loud?
No, I'm whispering this to Shae.
So Gwilleth, how old are you?
Oh, I'm just over 24 this year. Got a lot going for me at this point, you know.
Well-
Things are looking up.
Thanks for
He
translating.
looks
for us.
older. I mean, he has a thick beard. You would probably place him at like at least 40 in human years, but he's a dwarf, so
Wait, I walk over to the other two and I whisper with them.
We're just in the huddle now.
Hold on, Gwilleth. Yeah, we'll
Yes.
be right back.
Yeah, you guys, yeah.
does anyone stay with him? Like Lot, do you stay behind with him?
Yeah, I will. I'll show
Okay.
him there.
There you go.
Alright, he kinda looks at you and he's like, oh, you got a weird bunch of friends here.
Yeah, I don't know. Old people, taller people, except for Shae. I don't know. He's just.
And
weird.
I'm whispering to
Tell me about it.
in the huddle. I'm whispering.
Okay,
Let's
so do we
just
trust this
just
guy?
kill him and get it over with.
Okay, let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Let's not get carried away.
He's hiding something.
Okay, we can't.
He might as well be working with the Red Brands.
You're bloodthirsty now. You weren't always like this.
No,
You
this is
changed.
justice.
You've changed. So Shae, what do you think?
Oh yeah, well, I'm not one for killing. That's not an option for me. I don't think we'll be getting much more out of him though. I mean, I think he's. I don't
He's
trust
honest.
him, but I don't think he's got much more for us. I'm
Mm.
not sure what else.
Very good
there is
point.
there.
Well, I said we just head to
I really
Cemetery then.
don't know.
I'm gonna join the huddle and just say,
I thought you were
"What
asleep.
an interesting story."
Woke up.
How much of that did you hear, George?
We gotta kill you now.
Yeah, let's go, George. No. Honestly though, I think we leave him alone and then we just go to.
Well, we have to leave him to keep on translating.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is
we
why we
need to-
don't want to make enemies with him.
I don't think it's a smart idea.
Enemies? What's not to trust? We've been paying him.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say
So-
anything about enemies, but I feel like he's hiding something.
We'll kill him. But wait, he's not.
That's
I was
just
asking.
that's
I was
just my
asking if we
absolute
trusted-
justice talking.
I was just asking if we trusted him because I'll do an insight check and I would have freaking.
What's an insight check?
I think I already do it.
I don't know. You get to do something. I don't know. You get to see if he's lying or something.
Oh, it's when you roll your d20. And you add your-
Isn't that it? What is that?
You
You
mean
can roll it even if if you just want to know whether your character has a feel for Gwilleth at all, then just roll it, even if it's doo-doo.
Alright, I go over to Gwilleth and I look him up and down, see if he shows any signs of
Undress him with your eyes.
Any
Undress
signs
him
of-
with your-
non-trustworthiness. Any sweating, any palms are sweaty,
Roll
any
an
knees
insight
weak.
check.
Why would he be
Mom's
sweating?
feeling.
No.
What liars do.
You notice that there's
Uh,
vomit on his sweater already.
Oh, shit.
No.
Yep. Yep.
Gross.
Oh. We kill him! We kill him right now!
She hasn't typed to you yet. I don't think.
I apologize for my friend here. He's a good guy. He can be kind of a dick sometimes.
Yeah.
I think he's also racist.
Alright, Gwilleth. I trust you are giving us the correct information. Do you know how... So you don't know anything about Thunder Tree? You don't know how long it would take to get there?
Oh, based on the information from the pages, well, I know Neverwinter's about 3 days travel.
Then
I'd
we'll take our
plan
leave.
Plan for 3 days if you want to do.
In the meantime,
whatever.
please find out more about this book.
I'll do my best. And he puts his hand out.
I give him a fist bump.
He's confused.
He looks confused.
It's one of those awkward things, you know, like he's...
An awkward turkey.
He's like, well, you know, if costs a bit of money for me to set aside my time for translating this for you.
Yes. I give him 5 gold. Another 5 gold.
We gotta prepare
I turn
for
to the
3
group. I say, well, it looks like Thunder Tree it is.
Well, if we're going to Thunder Tree, we need to prepare for 3 days.
That's right.
So food.
So we should head to Barthens.
Barthens Provisions after the Townmaster's Hall to ask about Yarno.
Yes.
And if there's anyone we can ask about Nesnar too.
Okay, let's go.
Yarno and
You know what?
Nez-
If you guys want to get the
Nesna?
provisions, I'll just go talk to the Townmaster.
Sounds good.
So we'll run George's interaction first.
Man.
So George, as you come in, he's sitting at his desk,
God
writing
damn.
he has his quill out, parchment in front of him, and he sees you, and he looks a little nervous at first, but then he's like, "No, it's just George."
Hi.
He sees that there's no one behind you. Hi, George.
Hi, Townmaster.
How you doing today?
We're good. We're good. What can you tell me about a Lord Albric in town?
Oh, Yarno, Albrecht. Yes, he was the old, the wizard in town. He's helping out. Haven't seen him in a few weeks, actually. He looks a little bit...
Sweaty, like
because
guilty?
you are observant.
Yeah.
Just
Guilty,
a little
sweaty? Or like overweight? Needs a moment.
So lucky I'm not there.
Roll insight.
From the picture.
Oh my god.
18.
It looks like he's trying not to seem like he knows anything, and he's failing.
We really need your cooperation if we're gonna save this town from the Red Brands.
So he kind of wipes the sweat away from his... I'm not sure I know what you mean, George.
You're sweating. You're sweating. You're drenched. You're lying.
It's a hot day out. I'm not... I don't...
Innocent.
Everybody sweats, George.
I'm wearing full chainmail armor. It's not hot outside. Stop lying. Just completely serious. Like my grin is gone. I'm not fucking around.
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. That was pretty good, yeah.
Oh, 10. He knows me too well.
You can't see past the innocence. Now, George, I'm not sure what's gotten into you on this day, but why are you here asking me about Albrecht? And he kind of stands up and starts walking over to, like, comfort you.
I'm gonna, like, bat his hand away and say, we're doing our best to rid this city of the Red Brands. We know that he's Glassstaff. We know that he's the leader. We know that he's gone now. And I just need anything more you can give.
He's Glassstaff? He kind of looks to the side. Oh, I would have never called that. Oh, how did you know?
Help me help you.
He turns his back to you for a second. And he just kind of stares up at the wall. And there's a painting behind his desk of him and a woman that you don't recognize. He kind of just stands there for a second. And then he goes into his desk and he pulls out some letters. And he walks over to you. Were you the folk that cleared out the Red Brands and the Sleeping Giant?
They left before we even got there. But we are the ones who cleared out the cave recently, if you've heard about that already.
Well, I've heard that the Red Brand presence has gone down since those friends of yours have arrived in town, and if you're really trying to help, I'm in way over my head, Georgie. And he kind of passes you the letters and he's like, I don't know what to do. That black spider is trying to get me to do things, and I don't know how to say no.
I understand. I understand you're trying to protect yourself. And I understand he may be powerful. But so are we. And as you can see, we've already been effective in this town. The presence of the Red Brands have gone down, and we're already making do on our word. We need you to trust us.
I want to trust you. I need help. I was contacted by the Black Spider, and he's been trying to get me to not intervene with the Red Brands. He told me what my point of contact was. I wasn't to bother him. I wasn't to do anything, and I knew it was Yarno. I didn't know he was Glassstaff, but I had heard the rumors, and I put two and two together, but he went missing recently, and I got a letter, and he pulls from the stack that he had handed you, like from the middle, he pulls it up to the top, and puts his hand, like, straightens it out, and goes, I got this recently, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what had happened. And the letter basically says, Yarno is a traitor. Kill him on sight. And then it's signed by a picture of Black Spider.
Thank you. This is helpful, but we sort of already knew this. Do you know what prompted his treachery?
I hadn't heard anything, but I know there was a tumble off east of the town one night, and all of a sudden the Red Brands weren't as active the next day, and Yarno must have gone out sometime that night, because shortly after I received this letter, and I haven't seen him since. I'm kind of glad I hadn't seen him since, because I felt like I should probably hire someone to take care of him, but I didn't want to.
What can you tell us about the Ettermath Orchard? It's been abandoned recently. Do you know why?
It's abandoned. No, hadn't heard anything about that. I'm sorry.
I think this will do. You need to trust us. If you ever decide that you want to be fully compliant, we can protect you. And then I'm just gonna leave with the letters.
Okay.
When I
The rest
regroup at
of you
Barthens.
folks, yeah, you'd gone to Barthens. What kind of stuff are you picking up? Just generic food,
Yeah, food.
provisions?
Food enough for
Thieves'
3 days.
tools.
I should probably buy a bunch of
Ooh,
rations.
thieves' tools. He has one set of these tools for you.
I'm buying it.
Oh, I already have 10 rations.
Yeah, you guys have some food on you. You can get some nicer food. Let's say someone can write down 2 gold, and then Lot, you can mark off 20 gold for your thieves' tools. With that, just because of time zone differences and because we played last night, how do people feel about ending here?
Good.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, thanks for playing, guys.
Thanks for hosting twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
thanks
a
for doing 2 nights
Time
in a
to be
row.
alive, guys. I did not expect that, but it's all good.
Nothing.
That's fine.
Thunder Tree.
Dirty deeds. Thunder tree. Meanwhile, Gundren's just like already dead. Black
Yeah.
Spider already has.
Spoilers.
There's no saving him.
Gundren who?
Okay.
Do. I'm gonna go play with my hedgehogs now. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.